everyone, and welcome back to my channel. So today's video, I'm going to be talking about the everyday life of being me, and who I am. So I think that this is a beautiful talk about today on the Gemini full moon. And yeah, without further ado, let's go ahead and get into today's video.
Sacred space.
So the everyday life of being me. Also, I want to tell you guys, I don't never like write the whole strip of my video strip. I don't know. You guys know what I'm trying to say like right. Anyway, I don't never write. I just write the topic down and I just kind of go off of that from the top of my head. And also channel if my spirit team wants to say some things. I just kind of do it that way instead of like because that's not authentic. Writing everything down and then coming back and you know what I mean. So I don't do that. Okay. So I just wanted to kind of throw that in here. So I feel like this is a chance for you guys to kind of get to know me again, in a new way because I haven't done like a get to know me video, and this is kind of what it's gonna be like, but deep and personal. So the everyday life of being me, Deidre. My name is Deidre. If you did not know, Deidre Gordon. So I want to tell you who I am first before I kind of get into the everyday life of being me. So let's start with I am a very powerful multi-dimensional black woman who is on her spiritual journey and also traveling into different things as I keep moving along on this journey. I am also a witch. I am also a intersex woman, so that way if you didn't know, now you know. I also made a video about that, me coming out as a intersex woman. So I am male and female. I am both. I am not one gender. I am both. I mean, yes, on my birth certificate it says I'm a female, but I am both. I am male, and I use my masculine and my feminine to live my life, and I balance them. And it's even like when I teach, sometimes when I'm really passionate about things, like I'm really like masculine and dominant and demand, it's because when something is so important to me, my masculine side just come out. Like, so it is who I am. I'm not afraid, I'm not ashamed of being intersex, but I also wanted to throw that out there. um so yes, I am intersex. I am a Syrian starseed, so I am not from this planet. I just want to put that out there as well. And I know some people may think that that sounds weird, like what do you mean? But my soul origin is from Syrian A, or Sirius A. And that's where I'm from. But I came down here on this planet playing and doing a very important part. We are living in one of the most amazing timelines where things are now shifting from the old to the new. I don't think you guys realize how important your life is right now. Do you know how many souls wanted to come here and realize this moment on earth right now? So many people, so many beings actually are watching Earth and the shit that we're going through. So I came back here to this planet to also help fight against this spiritual warfare that we have been going through for the longest on this planet. So yes, I am a fighter. I am very ancient to this planet. I have been here for eons. I am connected to ancient Egypt. I am a reincarnated siren. So basically I am a siren. Um, and yes, I am native to this planet. And even though this is not where I'm from, this is definitely my second planet. I've been here for so long that I've kind of lost touch to who I really am in my starseed nature. So right now I'm focused on my mission, but I do like to, learn more about where I'm originally from. So I like to do like starseed meditations. But yes, I am a lot of things, you guys. I am very, very multi-dimensional. I'm trying to make sure I don't think. Hold on, give me a second. Trying to make sure I don't miss out on anything because I'm a lot of things. So also, starseed, siren, intersex, psychic. What else? I am a lot of things, you guys. Also, witch. Witch stands for wise woman. Also, I am the first matriarch of my family in this generation, so I deconstruct from Christianity, and I am now on the matriarch side instead of the patriarchy. I'm matriarchy, okay? And I am the first to do it in this generation, and I'm so proud of myself because I came a long way, okay? I used to be a Christian. It was a part of my soul mission to understand what Christians feel and understand how their world is, and I had to break out of that as well. But um, that story, I've already talked about it on my page, so you should be able to find it somewhere on this channel. But yes, I do it all gracefully. You know, I try my best to be a good person overall. I'm very relaxed, chill. I'm usually kind of by myself. Okay, solitude is it's my best friend. Being alone, meditating is what I do, and I just love it. So, anyways, let's actually go into what I do on my day to day. Also, I'm dyslexic. I knew I was forgetting some things. I am legally blind. So let's throw those in there too before we get started. Okay, because I'm a lot of things, and you know, I forget how multidimensional I am because it's so much. Like my soul was like, you know what, you gotta be a lot of things, okay? So sometimes because I'm so multidimensional, I try not to box myself in because I'm like, okay, each day, you know, I try to be a different version of myself to make everything, you know, coexist at one time. So maybe, you know, I may wake up and feel like, you know, okay, I want to feel like my siren self. So I may play some water music, get in tune with my siren self. I may dance, I may sing. I mean, it just depends on who I am. Maybe in an hour, that siren self may leave and I may get into my starseed nature, where at night I look at the stars or I meditate or I think about my starseed family. So I guess it just depends on what's going on in my life and what energy I am transmitting. And that'll depend on who I am. But I promise you, it's not an illness. I'm not bipolar. It's just who I am. It's who I am, and it's who I was made to be. But I am very spiritually advanced because of my starseed nature. So at age 31, I already know who I am. I don't have to search anymore. I've already found myself as a woman, and I know my purpose. At age 31, I can confidently say that I know who I am. And I think it's beautiful to already know at this, you know, at such young age. Because, you know, people say, oh, it's old. Girl, 31 is not old. So at such young age, I've already found myself. And I know, okay, so this is what I'm meant to do. And teaching and, you know, because I always love YouTube. That's one thing I always love. I'm getting sidetracked, but I want to say this. I've always had a passion for YouTube videos. But at the time when I was posting, it was not my time. Okay, it was not my time, but now it is. That's the thing. I always went after what I knew was important for me. YouTube was always like, oh my goodness, like I always loved it making videos, but at the time, it just wasn't my time for me to do that because there's a lot of, you know, there's a lot of things that I had to learn. I had to build myself up for this moment of who I am right now. So now it is my time to make YouTube videos. Now it is my time to teach. Now it is my time to live out my purpose and teach you all what I know in spirituality from my point of view. That's the reason why I created Sacred Space, is to teach you all spirituality from my point of view. So what I go through on the daily basis, um, okay, so here's the thing. I want to put this out here. I'm not perfect. I had a really bad accident in 2016 where I fell because my mom had just got done mopping the kitchen, and I went to the kitchen to bring my plate in, and I fell on my hip. And that is a whole journey that I was not kind of really comfortable talking about over the years, but my hip has been messed up. So on my daily basis, like I don't walk normal. My leg has been, you know, slowly turning over the years. So one leg is straight and one leg is turned. So on the daily basis, I have gotten used to it now because it's been so long and it's been so many years. I don't know what you're thinking, Deidre. Why haven't you gotten surgery? Why haven't you got that fixed? I don't know. I genuinely don't have an answer for you. When I went to the doctor and I told them and they did x-rays, they were like, okay, so we're gonna have a minor surgery on you and that'll be fine, and then things will be better. But then in my mind, I'm like, surgery? I don't want any surgery. So sadly, for years, I have been neglecting that. But my body has been calling, and my body, it's time for healing for me. So that is something that I'm willing to do for my goal. That's one of my biggest goals for next year, is to finally realize, okay, I've been walking and I have been dealing with this pain in my body and in my hips, and it's I've been dealing with this pain, not even just in my hip, but all down my leg to my feet. This pain has just been building up and sitting in my body, and my body has been crying for help. Like, you need to, this needs to be fixed. And as a psychic and a spiritual woman, you just know, you just know yourself. So my body has been desperately needing healing, and even though I'm a healer, light language, that's something I forgot. I am a light language speaker and healer. There you go. But as a healer, you just know when something's wrong with your body. You just know. So my body has been crying for help. And so next year, I'm finally going to go back to my doctor and we're finally going to fix it. But yes, my everyday journey has been difficult because of my hip and because of my, the way I walk. I have completely, it changed my lifestyle. Like, it really have. Like, for so long, I didn't realize walking was an issue until I not broke my hip, but since I have messed my hip up. So now, like, I've been in the house, all these years, but now things have changed. I became spiritual. I changed so much that I want to get back active. I want to get back active in the gym, and I want to get back active in my life. I'm still young, and I've been, just in the house all the time. That next year, I'm definitely going to get that surgery. And I want to get back into living and moving and being. I've been so stagnant in these areas that it's time for me to completely do a 180 on my life and heal. But anyway, so because of my hip, I have a lot of trouble walking, but I'm walking fine. But it's just something that I kind of deal with. Every now and then the pain comes, but I'm used to it. Also, because of me being multidimensional, I want to speak about this. I procrastinate a lot. Like, I don't know what it is, but like in my head, I have my life all figured out. Like, I can make so many plans and ideas and da da da, but then when it's actually time to do these ideas, I suck at doing the ideas. Like, sure, I can think of all the things I want to do in my life, but then when it's time to do them, nope. And that's something that I have been dealing with for years. Like, I wake up in the morning feeling so inspired. I'm like, yes, I'm gonna get up. I'm gonna go to the gym. I'm gonna, blah blah blah. But then when I get up, I'm like, ugh, you know what? No, I don't want to do that. I think I'm gonna lay back down for an extra hour. So, like, sadly, I've been dealing with a lot of these, procrastinations, and I distract myself using social media. So I really never get things done. And I wanted to speak on that because it's a real life situation, okay? But I have been getting better, because I don't know why. I just been getting this boost of creativeness. So with that, it brings my energy back up. So I've been doing a lot of things, but honey, it's something that I am still dealing with, and I just hope that things get better with that, because it is not cute. Like, in my mind, I can bring up and create everything. Oh, I'm gonna do this, I'm gonna do that, and then I'm like, no, we're not gonna do that. We're not gonna do that, okay? But what else did I want to give you guys? Um, I want to talk about family, and I just made a sacred space video talking about putting boundaries down. But I want to talk about something really quickly, okay? Because right after that video, I put a boundary down that I was gonna work on my goals and focus on YouTube and my creative life. And then right after that, I did something I probably shouldn't have done, and that was reopening a door to the boundary that I set. Um, and me and my niece, she's really close to me, and sadly, I let her, I opened a boundary with her that I was not supposed to open. So I just want to let y'all know, like, I'm not perfect. I may come on here and I may tell you guys what to do, but I'm not perfect either. And I just wanted to let you guys know that I did it because we're in the holiday season. Even though I'm not a Christian and I don't celebrate Christmas, I opened the door to that boundary because I already know next month I'm going to reclose it for good. I just wanted to get the holidays out the way. I know she wants to spend a lot of time with me, so I let her. And with that, it has been super draining because there's a lot of family issues going on that I don't feel comfortable talking about, but it's been super draining, and people don't really talk about like the family spiritual warfares. I am a witch and I have been trying my best to, you know, stay calm and not deal with these situations like in a bad way, but it's been hectic, but I am, staying grounded through it, and I'm gonna keep pushing because what I realize is a lot of the family members, they're gonna keep testing you. Like for an example, when I was in the kitchen the other day, my sister was like, "Oh, you should read the Bible." I'm like, "I'm not a Christian. I don't read the Bible." Um, your family are there to test your limits and see, are you gonna fold and go back to Christianity, or are you gonna stay firm and tall in who you are? And I cannot fold. I already know who I am and what I'm meant to do, but they are there for that reason. They have been programmed to tell and try to trigger you and bring you back. So y'all, it has been a lot of things going on with my family, but regardless, I love my family, and I'm trying my best to get through this and fight and keep continuing to, for my own peace, basically, for my own peace and my own sanity, because baby, it's a lot of things I could really talk about in that situation, but I choose not to in this video. Also, because I am legally blind, I have a certain amount of things that I can do when it comes to me being independent, and also a certain amount of things that I can't do. I wish I can drive. Okay? They will not, I try, y'all. They will not let me on the road. I wish I can drive. So it just sucks to being able to depend on people to take me places. Like when it comes to my mom can't even drive, but when it comes to her husband, you know, it's like I am limited. Like I'm put in this box, and there's certain things that I can do and there's certain things I cannot do. And y'all, that's what I deal with on the day-to-day basis. Oh, you can go here, but you can't go here. Oh, you can't go there. That's too far. And it's just like, it's not fun. And I be wanna, shop at different places in my city. I live in a small city, okay? But apparently my parents think that the stores I want to shop at are too far. I promise you they're like 15 minutes away. They're not too far, by the way. Yeah. So that whole chaos, mind you, I also have tinnitus, so my ears ring a lot. So like when I'm in the car, y'all, just a blast of rap music, a blast of rap music. I don't listen to rap music like that. I don't. So when I go back into the house, I have to like breathe because it's it's so, I can't even, yeah, I can't even explain it. But like getting in the car, I love my family, by the way, but getting in the car with them and then listening to that rap music, and then and I try to tell them to turn it down. Like I think that they don't want me to tell them to turn it down, and I try not to complain, but like dealing with the ringing in the ears, like that's a lot. Like it's a lot for me, and it has taken over my life. Tinnitus, I'm finally getting, my life back after all of these years. I've had tinnitus since high school, I want to say. So finally, I'm taking charge of my life. But baby, it's not been easy. Like I can't like go to loud concerts or movies. Like I'm still young. I want to go out. I don't even bother. Mind you, I don't go out to the club at all. I don't drink alcohol. I don't smoke. Kind of low vibrational to me, honestly. I mean, I'm not judging. You do you, but I don't do those things anyways. But still, like, if I wanted to go to a concert, I would have to wear like earplugs. Like, it's just a lot of things I have to deal with, and I have to realize, okay, Deidre, you have to be patient with yourself. That you are dealing with these things. You can't always, I don't know. I just it's just the thing that I had to go through, dealing with my situation. But I would love to move. I feel like my environment is keeping me in a box, and I hate blaming things on other people. I hate blaming my life and say, "Oh, you're the blame for this." And I don't like to do that. But I will say that I really do think. Do you guys see the homemade Christmas calendar back there my niece created? I just realized it was right there. Okay, I'm sorry. I hate blaming people for my own life, but I just really feel like if I could move and just be on my own, I could grow tremendously. I could just be doing so much. Like in my own room, y'all, I create my own sanctuary in my room. Like I like to meditate. Okay, I light up candles, incense. Girl, I got some sage, Palo Santo. Like I make my room feel like home. And this is the only place in this house that really feels like home. My whole environment. Like when you step out of my room, you're gonna notice a difference. Like it's clean, it's fresh in here. And then when you step out my room, it's like, what is this? What's happening? I don't know. But I would just love, I don't have the funds, but I would just love to just be on my own. And I know soon I will. I just got to keep working hard, keep going at my purpose. And I just know that my life is going to change in such a traumatic, amazing way for me. But yeah, so it's a lot I could really get into, and when it comes to that, but I really would love some freedom and independence and being able to drive, and yeah. But anyways, it's time for quote of the day. Quote of the day. Also, when I can, I love getting out in nature. I try to get out, every day in nature if I can, besides like the cold, rainy weather we're about to have now. But I am, because I am an ancestor earth witch, I love my trees. I love the trees around me. And one tree, her name is Miss Bertha. I named her that because she gives me old wise woman energy. So I just love connecting with nature, being with my trees, and being able to spend time out and just breathe and meditate. And I'm understanding my life. There's still a lot of things that I have to understand. Even though I found the core of who I am, there's still a lot of, room for growing, development, learning, understanding. And yeah, I feel like, this is just kind of, a few things that I wanted to tell you guys about me and my lifestyle. Also, like, I want to put this out here too. I want to say this. I don't know why, but like when it comes to my eating habits, they're not that great. But for some odd reason, as a psychic, I know when there is like fake food in my plate or in my mouth. I don't know why, y'all, but like I am slowly starting to, do better with my eating habits and eating healthy. I also just wanted to put that out there. I don't know why. I just know when I'm not eating good food, but I don't know. Hopefully I can be able to, eat healthier and nourish my body more. But I don't know, you guys. I'm so happy for you guys to get to know me and my lifestyle. And today, well, tonight actually, is one of the perfect nights for you guys to get to know me. And as you can tell, I do stutter sometimes, and I've been hearing leave that out because people need like a real rawness. So I'm gonna leave that out for you guys. um, so yeah, I don't really know what else to talk about. Like there's so many ways I could look at this. I just didn't want to make the video super long, but also I want to talk about like how my spiritual journey have changed me so much with meditation. Meditation has taken me to so many beautiful places. I've been to amazing temples, even temples that people go through in the afterlife. Yeah, crazy. I've been through I've saw so many beautiful things through meditation, through my Akashic library also. Tapping into that, I realized who I was and how powerful I am. And, I understand that a lot of people won't believe me when I say that I am ancient and that I've been on this planet for a long time, but it's okay. I don't have to have the approval of others, but man, like I have been in every culture on this planet. I have been every race known to woman. I have been literally everything that you could think of. I've been it and I've done it. Good, bad, up, down, north, south, east, and west, honey. I've been every human being possible. And I say all that to say this. It took every lifetime and every learning experience for me to get here. People say, oh, all souls are just so wise and they know everything. No, it's because we lived it, honey. We have lived it, and I came to bring all of my wisdom and my learning to this channel. So if you are interested in my teachings, then subscribe because I have so many more amazing lessons that I want to teach you guys. And yeah, I'm not perfect, but this is who I am. This is me, and I love every inch of me, and I love what I am doing, and I love that I'm able to show people around the world that hey, you don't have to be perfect. You can just be you and still be, still love you regardless, of me being legally blind or me being dyslexic. I don't let my disabilities, control me. They don't, it's a part of me, and I chose for myself to have these disabilities. I am a seer. I'm legally blind, and that's because that makes my psychic senses stronger. Because I'm only seeing with one eye, that makes my psychic senses stronger. I'm dyslexic. When I think differently, that's for a reason. So I'm not sitting here saying, "Oh, I hate being, legally." No, I love every part of me. I chose all of this for a reason because my soul created me. I created me, and I chose to be who I am for a reason. All right. So I hope you all enjoyed, and I will see you next time on Sacred Space.